we have lost an amazing artist by the name of Dina Norlund. She was Norwegian and for a long time was living in the UK. And for many years, I've been one of her patrons, and her Discord patron community is honestly one of the best art-based communities I have been part of, and one of the places where I have some of the best friends and had the closest community. And I've received patron benefits from her and had conversations with her, and she's literally the only Twitch streams I've ever enjoyed being in. And she's gone. She's been fighting with cancer for a long time now, and she was pretty open with that with patrons and all of her community online. And it's a really sad day. And so I wanted to go back and watch some of her videos. And what attracted me to her videos at the beginning were the creature creation, which is something that I've always been obsessed with since I was little. And in her creation videos, she's always like, draw with me, draw it with me. So I did that. I picked up one of her random creature videos and I used the same three animals she did. The bat, the peacock mantis shrimps, and the vaquita. And I did my own creature design while I listened to her talk. And it really made me think about the last couple years since I started watching her videos. I mean, her videos came to me when I came to Europe. If you didn't know this, your YouTube algorithm opens you up to a lot more options when you're in a different part of the world. So that's how I kind of found her videos. And I've stopped watching a lot of art videos over the last 2 years. And I stopped making videos, really, over the last 2 years. And I can't help but feel like those two things might be connected. I don't know if I'm going to be able to change that anytime soon, but I'm going to try. I'm going to go back and rewatch videos that I really enjoyed. I'm going to look for new videos I hope I can enjoy and just do more art as well. I've been doing projects and I have different things I've done and I've shared some of it with you guys. But since 2020, 2021, things have been hard. I think that's the case for just about everybody. And we've just got to persevere and move forward and try and remember things we enjoy, which is creature design. So, yeah, let's look at what I'm doing. What am I doing? What's going on here? Yes. This weird lobster puppy, bat, dolphin, object. The end, this thing looks really cool, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And its face is really cute. So I was trying to go with different amounts of the creatures. Like, you don't want to go 50-50 or anything. You want to lean into one and the other and all that. And so I wanted to have a dolphiny face, but I really wanted to have a bat nose. I love bat noses. Um, and originally the face was more bat-like, but I shifted it to be a little more halfway between the vaquita and the bat, because the vaquitas have they feel like the pugs of dolphins. Like, they have these squat little faces, and they're just so sweet. And then I just plopped a bat nose on top, and then I was looking at the mantis shrimp frills and scales and kind of turned that into ears, which kind of makes them look bunny-esque. And I wanted to have lobstery legs instead of bat wings, because, I wanted to be unique. And this thing's both cute and incredibly uncomfortably creepy. Like, I can really imagine how this would, scuttle swim through the water. And while it's adorable and colorful, hey, it's also kind of unnerving, but also that's kind of fun. So these arms, Uh, the peacock mantis shrimp has like the fastest moving punch in the world, and it breaks the sound barrier and like creates a pressure that's like a bullet to knock things out. Doesn't even have to hit things to knock them out. Um, and kind of has like the mantis shrimp comes from the fact that it kind of can sit like a praying mantis. You can't see me right now, but I'm doing it with my hands. And it flings them out and creates like a pressure pop in the water, and that's kind of how it hunts. There's a guy on TikTok who I watch who's constantly feeding his mantis shrimps, and by feeding them, trying to find them friends. The videos are really funny. Anyway, and I kind of tried to cross those with dolphin flippers, and then at the last minute, I decided to also add bat claws to the edges because that would totally make sense somehow. I don't know. I kind of, I think I lost my train of thought on this one. I love it, but ecologically, I'm not sure where this would fit. I imagine it the size of a cat just to make it a little more unnerving. Like this is definitely a sea puppy. And I imagine it nibbles on crustaceans. I don't know what the nose is for, except possibly, fitting in more with the bright colors of trying to find a mate, possibly. I don't know. The bright colors are really fun. I don't often do a lot of gradients myself. I know Dina did a lot, and I kind of wanted to pressure myself into doing more. So I definitely had a lot of fun with the wet on wet. Doing this in a sketchbook and not actually lining this was interesting for me. Again, kind of leaning into what Dina had been doing. She did graphite and would just line with the pencil and then would watercolor in the sketchbook with her creature designs. So I wanted to give that a shot. And normally I'm obsessed with doing bold India ink dark outlines, and I still used India ink in this picture. Yeah. Those colors are so bright. It's really fun to try watercolors on different papers because they really do react differently. Like it didn't bleed through or anything, but the ways that things sit often is really interesting and kind of alters how the color goes down, which is always really fun to kind of mess with. I definitely wanted to have the body be a little more neutral with all the obnoxious colors because there's already so many obnoxious colors. So I went to the Vaquita gray and went back and darkened the muzzle and around the eyes a little bit. And I find it funny that the longer I do watercolor, the more kind of blotchy, I don't give a poop I kind of get with laying it down. For a long time, I really, really struggled with getting like smooth gradients and perfect blends and all that. And now I kind of have a very splash, 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 splash kind of way about things. Here's that ink I was telling you about. I decided I wanted a black background for high contrast, so I didn't want to paint black watercolor. So I got out my India ink, even though I wasn't lining and inking the piece. It is so satisfying to do and also just to go back and rewatch. There's just something about pushing around something that is so contrasting onto a piece of paper, and like if you mess up, like there's no going back. There's no fixing it. It's challenge mode. What would this thing eat? Like it's not built in a way to be able to eat krill or anything. Like I want it to eat like small crustaceans and those oh my god, I forgot the name of them. The things that are look like roly polies but live in the ocean. Isopods. Yeah. This thing goes digging around in soft sand for isopods. This little puppy guy. What would this thing be called? Ah, scuttlebat. No. Rainbow Scuttler. No. Cutie Pie Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Maybe I'll think of something later. But it's cute. It was nice doing something again. And it was really nice drawing and listening to Dina and remembering her content, remembering her voice. Her voice was so relaxing, and specifically in this video, I found it really fun because she's talking about things that she's going to do in the future that I know she did, and things that she's like, oh, I might do this, and she does. And she's talking about like how she doesn't like this design, and later I think she really grew to enjoy it. And I kind of feel similar with this design that I did myself because it's kind of fugly, but in the end, it pops off the paper in like a really cool way. I hope you agree. I think that's the thing when you look back. I have not really gone back and looked at any of my own old videos. Maybe I should. But with the drawing videos, it's so nice to hear what's going on in someone else's life, what they're thinking about, their plans, and then finding out later if they do them. And there really is a friendship that appears and grows even though you've never met the person. Um, and I think that's kind of what's hard when we lose creators is you do feel like you were friends with them. You do feel that loss because it's not like full celebrities, I think, because you do get to hear their thoughts, their dreams, their ramblings, their all of that kind of come with late night conversations with friends in a lot of cases. There's a closeness there. And when they're gone, or even when they go on a long-term hiatus and you're not sure what's going on, you miss them. And I think that's something that's interesting to think about in kind of today's digital world is you do have friendships and loud stompy cats and meaningful relationships with people who probably know you, at least your pen name. I don't know. Time to get in there and do some final touches, making things stand out. Yeah, I think seeing this thing move around would really creep me out, but I also definitely want to pet it. I want to feed it little crunchy bugs out of the palm of my hand because I imagine it would tickle, and I want to pet its little skinny body, and I don't think I would want to have one as a pet, but definitely petting one at an aquarium. Definitely something I would do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thank you for, taking the time. We'll hopefully always remember Dina and what she's done, and I've got a copy from the Kickstarter Snowcat Prince. I definitely want to try to get an English copy of the published version. And I wish her family the best and her partner and all that. And yeah, I'll see you guys around, hopefully. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you to my patrons. And yeah, I'll be seeing you around. Bye.